This is my 2014 Assault. Regarding the oil cap ventilation issue, some people say it's venting, some people say it's not. I was a little worried about it, and I don't want my engine seizing or blowing up because of such a simple issue. So I'll show you guys basically what I did to make sure it was venting 100%, and I can either give you guys ideas of what you could do to make sure it's venting also. So I might have went a bit overboard with venting this 100%, but I'm just paranoid, and I got a brand new engine in my sled, and I don't want it seizing up again. So I went ahead and I drilled a bunch of little holes in here, 1/16 of an inch. And then I drilled a hole big enough up top to use a 1/8 pipe tap to tap that hole out so I can thread this fitting into it. And this is just a barb adapter, 5/16. Just something I found at Canadian Tire that worked. It fit right into a 5/16 fuel line. So ideally I would have liked to have a fitting to go right in the top and swivel with the hose going out that way. But this is all I could find at Canadian Tire around me, and I wanted to get it done so I wasn't worrying about ventilation or not. And I have another one of them fittings in here, and I cut this end off just so I could join the two hoses together. Put a hose clamp on this one just so it would hold that in, because that's the part I want to come apart. And I'll show you what I mean. So if you could find a nice fitting with a swivel to put on in here, that would be ideal. And I'm going to keep my eye out and try to see if I can find one. Then you won't need this ugly setup there. But I ran it down right with this. This is for gas tank vent. Ran it right down there, not too far. But just in case you did tip over, I didn't want my oil going down over the belt or the clutches or anything. But yeah, to screw my cap off, I didn't want to pull all that. So that's why I got that fitting there, so I can pull it apart. Pull it apart like that, and then I can take my oil cap off. And I can do it with my panels on. I just need two hands. I just put a little cut in the end of that just to make it a bit easier going on and off this. But and I didn't want to be pulling the hose on and off here, because this is only threaded in the plastic, and I'd probably end up just stripping that fitting. And I want that to stay in there fairly tight, so that's why I put the hose clamp in there, and just take it apart in there, and then I can screw it off like so. And like I said, I had to put that fitting in and on an angle so it wouldn't affect my side panel fitment. It's not the prettiest thing in the world. I'll probably change it later to clean it up some. But it works, and I don't have any doubts whether or not this oil tank's venting and my engine's getting oil or not. I know it's getting a good flow now, no matter what. And yeah, one less thing I got to worry about. So hopefully this gives you guys some ideas what you guys can do for just cheap option and no worries.